Free will, the law of love. What do they have to do with each other? What is the law of love? Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tynique. For all my new subscribers, if you're not already subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Everything you need to know about Prophetic Diary and Keep Winning Sis, how to sign up for my coaching services is down in the description box below. You can sign up for the strategy call. Tynique, I need a strategy. Tynique, I need some clarity. Tynique, where am I at? Where am I going? I want to start my business. Can you help me do that? Which package should I choose? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I take the job? Check it out. We'll get through it together. Strategy calls, other services that are offered. Just go check out KeepWinningSis.com under book here. Join the PD Society Circle as a subscriber. You don't want to miss out. This week we're going to be talking about unclean spirits, specifically the spirit of gossip. The spirit of gossip. Does it run in your family? What is it doing to your life? What is gossip doing to your life? PD Society Circle this Sunday. You do not want to miss out on this one. People are missing out on some really, really good circles. And I'm like, you don't want to miss it, right? We don't want to live in a spiritual world in darkness. You have to be enlightened. That's why we have the PD Society Circle. Try it out. We're currently on our Rosh Hashanah fast. Thank you for all who checked out the community page and who is going along with us here during this time of prayer and fasting at Prophetic Diary. If you're in the flow, I ask you, I beg you, please to join us on this fast so that you can see the miracles, signs, and wonders and everything that God is doing here at Prophetic Diary. You have and must be in the flow. So thank you all who joined me for our Rosh Hashanah fast. It's a time of consecration and cleansing. So the Lord gave me a word for you today, and I want you to share this with someone. This video is a must share. Where I feel like a lot of channels don't do you guys justice is that they talk about kingdom marriage, but they leave out free will. And I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that's yapping about choices and replacements and free will. People don't like when I talk about it, but I have to share it so that people know that we all have free will. Even angels have free will, right? Why? Because the law of love. What is the law of love? The law of love is when God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son to make a choice to serve him or not, to make a choice to follow behind righteousness. God gave us a choice. The angels, they have a choice to serve him. And how do we know that? Because in the Bible, it says that Lucifer turned on God, right? Meaning he had a choice on whether or not he can choose or to serve God. And in his heart, it became full of pride, and he rebelled against God. And he rebelled against God, and he took others, angels, with him because they rebelled against God. Because God loves us so much that love doesn't force. Love doesn't force you, right? You can't force someone to love you. You can't force someone to respect you. You can't force someone to be in a relationship with you. And God is not going to force them. And I think a lot of people are saying prayers, and what you're really asking God to do is force that job, that person to love you. You're trying to force that man to stop being a cheater. You're trying to force that man to stop running around on you. You're trying to force that man to leave the counterfeit. You're trying to force him to do it. And I know this may not be a popular video, but it's a real video that I think you need to share with many, because a lot of people do not understand that people have choices. In Matthew 22:36, it says, Jesus commands, his greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all of your heart and all of your soul, with all of your mind. God is commanding us to love him. The greatest commandment is to love him with all of our hearts. What is your heart? Your heart is your thoughts, right? So a man thinketh, so is he, right? That's within your heart. God read Lucifer's mind. He read his heart. It says that Lucifer thought, and God heard his thoughts. Your thoughts in the spiritual realm, these are things we learn about in the PD Society Circle. But your thoughts in the spiritual realm is your language, but whole another video, right? But love them with all of your heart. What's in your heart? And with all of your soul, your emotions. God is commanding that. But just because he commands that does not mean that people are going to do it. We have Adam and Eve. They had the best life ever. But through God gave them free will. He loved them. He wanted them to stay in the garden. He wanted them to enjoy the good life. But they chose, because he loved them so much, the law of love. It's not going to force you. And I think people need to get this to their head, because a lot of people should have moved on a long time ago. A lot of people should have realized a lot of things a long time ago. Made decisions off of people's actions and not what they're telling you. People get mad at me. No, I'm telling you to look at their actions, right? The fruit will speak for itself, and it will tell you where they're going to be in 5 years, where they're going to be in 10 years. Are they leaning towards righteousness, or are they leaning towards destructive ways, like the angels that fell from the heavens? The Bible says they became unclean spirits. We're going to be talking about that, right? Those spirits that rebelled against God came against unclean spirits. That's why we have these things in the PD Society circles, so that you can learn what you're dealing with. If they have lust and pride and different issues going on in their life, and alcoholism, if their house is unclean, their life is unclean. They're dealing with unclean spirits. These are the demons that fell, became unclean spirits that enter into people. We see that even demons have free will, because when those many legions were rebuked by Jesus, they said, can we go into the pigs? They were asking Jesus, can we? Because they're serving Satan. They made the choice to serve Satan. That's what they want to do. That's where they wanted to go, right? So they knew, and they rebelled against it. And God sent me here to let you know that he says, love me, but you have a choice. I'm not going to force you. But when we have free will, it determines our fate. Our choices determine our fate, right? So you know, if they don't choose to be with you and choose to love you, you know that they are choosing to go against the will of God. God has chosen for you to be together, but you cannot come against their freedom. All right? And those who don't, they start dealing with unclean spirits. They're walking around in rebellion. Things are happening to their life. And you say, oh, they happening because God's trying to get their attention. Yes, God is trying to get their attention, but it's also happening because of disobedience, and they're choosing their fate. And when people choose their fate and that's their free will, you have to respect it and move accordingly. You have to want to fall in God and follow his life. Some people lean towards righteousness. You want to marry somebody or be with somebody and be in a relationship with friends who lean towards righteousness, and not lean towards that. They have to get closer to God so that they can fall in love with righteousness. So stop praying that they stop doing this and stop doing that, and pray that they fall in love with God. But once you even see that they don't want God, Lucifer didn't want to serve God anymore. Right? They wanted to do their own thing. Adam and Eve wanted to come into knowledge. They wanted to lean on their own understanding, right? So when you see people moving like that, where you just can't get through to them, you have to move accordingly. Joseph's brothers didn't want to find understanding with Joseph. They didn't want to, so they threw him in a pit. It's there. I said it. It's the law of love. Get with it or get lost or be lost. If their life is a mess and you connect with them, your life is going to be a mess. It's just that simple. It's the fruits. It's the actions. It's been years for some of you where their actions have spoke. This is where everyone get mad at me. I'm the only one preaching it. I'm the only one that honestly can say you're wasting your life and your time. You've been processed. You've learned all that you can possibly learn. It is time to move on. We've all fallen into it, but we are not God. We can't move things around and change up environments to get them to do what they want to do. At the end of the day, after God has showed them, after you have shown them, they have to make a choice. And people are showing you in their actions. They're showing you that they made their choice. They're showing you, well, God sent me a dream. And God probably sent you a prophetic dream, but that does not mean they're going to get with it. God had a lot of dreams for Adam and Eve in that garden, and they didn't get with it. God had a lot of things for Lucifer and Saul and all these different people, and they didn't get with it. So when people are showing you who they are, believe them. Save yourself a headache. Save yourself some trouble. The law of love, family. Share this video with someone who needs to see it and get it through their head. Don't waste any more time, family. You're not in spiritual warfare. You have the free will to walk away. So stop saying, I'm in spiritual warfare, I'm in spiritual warfare. No, you're in disobedience. You're choosing, just like they're choosing to chase the streets, you're choosing to chase them as they chase the streets. You even have free will. Just because you're with God doesn't mean you don't have free will. Satan, Lucifer was chilling with God in the heavens and still have free will. We all have free will. You make the choice to choose the things of God and choose what's best for you. You choose your fate. You decide if to go left or right. Share this video. I love you guys so much. Choose what's right for you. You have the choices. You have the resources. You have the things out there that's going to take you to the next level. Glory be to God. If you feel led to sow into this word, hashtag the law of love. Hashtag it's the truth. Hashtag thanks, sis. I love you guys. See you on the next live, our October word today. Woo, I'm so excited. Bye.